Hey guys, coming here. About Saturday night, had a great night with all my girls. We went to a drag night to a place called Hamburger Mary's PDX. Sad thing about it is it's closed. It closed down Sunday night because of the landlord wants twice the amount of rent, from what I was told. It could be because the place is getting really big and happening. It's if no one doesn't know what Hamburger Mary's is, it's pretty much a place where you can be merry. It's a drag show. You get a beer. Pretty much you buy a beer, burger, and fries, and you get a drag queen to perform in front of you. Pretty much. It's pretty amazing. It was pretty awesome because it was 14 of us all together. We cheated, giggled, and since we were such a big party, they threw us on top of the stage. And we're pretty much sitting on the stage, and it was pretty cool. It was just a little too much attention for me. My hair got ripped. I got lap dance, coochie fine, lap dance, coochie fine again, lap dance. Made a drag queen very vengeful on giving me a slutty outfit or a slutty dance. It was just a lot, and it was worth it. If you guys follow me on most of my posts on Facebook as well as Twitter, you hear me complaining about my neighbors. Recently, I had to call the cops just to put in, it's kind of not filing a report, but it's just saying, hey, can you send an officer? I was called a non-emergency. Can you send an officer in to tell them to cool it down? My backyard neighbor decided to invite someone to live in the back shack, which is illegal here in Oregon, because I was researching and I don't think that's legal for someone to actually be back there. That and I think he steals bikes. I'm not very sure. There's always a different colored bike in the backyard, in their backyard. And I had to call the cops because of the music. He played this one particular song over and over and over again, literally from 9 o'clock in the morning till, I think it was like 1 o'clock is when he stopped, actually. He probably changed the song twice, but it always came back to this one song. I think he is currently, or he got out of jail, but I think he's currently back on drugs or something. It's the way how he randomly has outbursts and shouting, where it wakes you up in the middle of the night and he's yelling for no reason. And all you can do is look in the backyard to see if because it's so close to my window, in my backyard, but he had to literally come all the way by the pine tree here to complain to someone. From my witness and from me witnessing, he did not have a cell phone and there was no one in the backyard, but he was yelling at someone. So there was no dog out there at that time. So I don't know. Spirits. But here at past 10 o'clock here in Portland, Oregon, you cannot play music at a high frequency level. You need a permit if you're going to have a party, but you're going to have certain amount or X a number people over to make it, to get a party permit. Even then, your music should come down to a certain level where you kind of withstand it. His level of music is pretty ridiculous. I'm surprised that I'm the only neighbor that's complaining. Maybe there's another one that did complain. Sometimes my wall rattles because his bass is so loud, and it's the same beat over and over and over again. It can drive anyone insane. It just seems like whoever lives in that house behind us has caused us strife, headaches, pains, whatever. The people before him was an old friend of mine, but the people that lived before her, the current lady, was a friend of mine. And that turned south really fast because the son think that it was allowed or permitted to actually hang out in my yard. And I was just trying to figure out how they got in my yard. And there's a huge hole in the fence. And there's a reason why there's a fence between, my property and their property, is just to say, hey. That didn't go well. Lost a friendship over that. The people before that was also reckless and destructive too as well, and parties for days. And then the people before that, and this is when I was very young, when we first moved in here. It's an old acquaintance through my boyfriend as well as me, old friend that we don't talk to together anymore. And it's my very first experience to actually see what an orgy was. There was an orgy going on in the backyard. I was trying to figure out what was that noise or whatnot, and I actually looked at my window and saw a little more than what I should be seeing. And mind you, this is just not right. So it's anyone who lives on that property. And it kind of sucks because as a witch, it's pretty hard to sit back and just like, hey, I tried every Monday, I tried the cops, I tried everything, I tried to go as far as call my cops, pretty much. So I think tonight being the full moon, I really want to get protection stuff around my house, my property here. And hopefully I can pray for peace and quiet, and hopefully that might push such a noisy cockroach of a person. He is just watching his posture and asking weird things of my boyfriend, because he goes in the backyard for peace and quiet when he smokes a cigarette, is kind of intrusive, and we already get on bad terms with one another with this neighbor back behind us. I would thought she would inform him not to talk to us, but for some reason he has to ask for one thing was a saw, because he wanted to saw something in his backyard. Don't know why. And it's just stuff like that. That's like you're really getting to my personal life here, and I don't like it. So maybe I should just do something like that. But if you guys have a neighbor, a noisy, destructive neighbor, please leave your comments down below on how'd you react to it and what you guys did to protect yourself, like magically what you guys did to avoid such conflicts. Because I'm open for anything, because at this point something needs to be pushed away. So till then, guys, blessed be, and thank you for subscribing as always, and thank you.